Hello, P2. Welcome back to IP English time. So now it's time to have a new lesson. Are you ready? So we can start. P2. Today we have a lesson 39. But before starting our lesson, I want to check your homework. So prepare your workbook, a pencil, and an eraser. Open page 29. Let's start with section 3. So here we had to write the words in the correct box. We have 3 boxes: toys, school things, and body parts. Let's check our toys box. There are train, ball, game, and puzzle. Check your answers. Let's have a look at the school things. Our box with pen, ruler, book, and pencil. Good. And the last box with body parts. These are eyes, eyebrows, hands, and face. Please check all your answers, P2. If you have a mistake, you can correct yourself with the help of an eraser. Continue. Let's check number 4. So you had to write sentences in the correct order. Let's check our sentence number 2. How old are you? How old are you? Sentence number 3. It's a scooter. It's a scooter. And the last sentence, number 4. What's your name? What's your name? Check your homework, P2. Thank you so much. I hope you have no mistakes. Now we can continue our lesson. So, P2, for the next part of our lesson, I want you to review grammar part about this is and these are, about my and your. I will explain you one more time how to use it. Okay, P2, we use this is when we talk about only one object. For example, I have a pen, so I will say, this is my pen. This is my pen. If you have a pen, we will say, this is your pen. This is your pen. Do you remember? Good. And we use these are if we talk about many objects. Not one, but 2, 3, 4, many. For example, I have color pencils. These are my color pencils. If you have color pencils, we will say, these are your color pencils. Let's have a look at some more examples. Look, this is a boy and he has a train. So he says, this is my train. Because he has only one train, we use this is. Now we can see the boy and the girl. And the boy shows the ball, but it's not his ball. This is girl's ball. That's why he says, this is your ball. Let's have a look. How many cars do you see? 1, 2, 3. 3 cars the boy has. So he says, these are my cars. So if we have many cars, we use these are. And don't forget about S. It means that there are many cars. Great. Now our girl has 2 bikes. So that's why she says, these are my bikes. She uses these are because there are 2 bikes. And she remembers about S, bikes. Okay, P2. Here, what do you see? Can you remember the name for that? Kites. the boy shows two kites and he shows that these are girls' kites. That's why he says these are your kites. Now I can see that the boy has two scooters. That's why he says these are my scooters. He uses these are and S in the end of the scooter to show that he has many scooters. And now we can see that our girl has dolls. The boy shows that these are your dolls. These are girls' dolls. Now let's review our body parts. Can you tell me what is this? Do you remember? The boy remembers and he says, this is my finger. This is my finger. Only one. Now let's have a look. Do you remember the name for this? Can you tell me? P2? This is an eye. So the boy says, this is my eye. This is my eye. Only one. We have two eyes, but he says only one eye. Okay, let's have a look at this. Do you remember? Can you tell me the name for this? An ear. Yes, an ear. So the girl says, this is my ear. This is my ear. We use this is for one object. And this is girl's nose. We have only one nose. That's why she says, this is my nose. This is my nose. Good. Some more example. Let's have a look. What are these? I can give you a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers. These are my fingers, the boy says. So these are my fingers because we have many fingers and we use these are. And don't forget about S. If you talk only about one finger, no S. If many, we have to write S, fingers. And let's have a look. What are these? 2 legs. So the girl says, these are my legs. These are my legs because not only one leg, but 2 legs. Okay, good, P2. Good job. Now I want you to practice this grammar part and I want you to prepare your class book, a pencil and an eraser. We are going to do some activity. Open page 29, section 3. I will explain you how to do this task. Let's have a look. P2, we have a box with the words. Let's read them together. This is, these are, your and my. And we have a conversation 1 and conversation 2, but there are missing words. We have to fill in the gaps with these words in the box. We have to choose and to write. So let's start with the conversation number 1. Let's have a look at the picture. We can see the girl and the boy, and they are showing their toys. So the girl says, this is my doll. She shows her doll. And let's read another sentences. These are a teddy. So the boy shows teddy, but it's not his teddy. It's the girl's teddy. So what are we going to choose from our box, P2? Can you think? Can you tell me? Your, that's correct. We have to use your because the boy shows that this is your teddy, the girl's teddy. Very good. And now let's read this sentence. These are beep cars. So we have to choose the word and to write here. So the boy has two cars. And that's why we have to use, can you guess? My. That's correct. We have to use my because the boy has two cars and he says, these are my cars. These are my cars. Great, P2. We finished the conversation number 1. Now let's continue with conversation number 2. Let's have a look. The girl and the boy again, and they're showing their toys. They have a big box of toys. Let's read this sentence. This is Beep kite. So, how do you think, P2? What are we going to write over there? This is Beep kite. The girl has a kite. That's why we have to write, this is my kite. Very good. The girl has a kite. That's why we have to use my. Good. And now let's read another sentence. Your puzzles. Your puzzles. What should be in the beginning, P2? Can you guess? So the girl gives puzzles to a boy because these are your puzzles. He says these are your puzzles and she gives the puzzles to the boy. Good. And now let's have a look at our boy. He has a train because he shows a train. Let's read this sentence. Beep, my train. So what are you going to write here, P2? Can you tell me? This is very good. This is because only one train the boy has. Okay, so let's read our conversations one more time. This is my doll. This is your teddy. These are my cars. And conversation number 2, this is my kite. These are your puzzles. And this is my train. Great job. Thank you so much, everyone. P2, we finished this exercise. Now I'm going to explain you how to do your homework. Prepare your workbook, please. And open page 29, section 5. P2, you have to look at the picture. You can see a boy. And you have to write the sentences. There are a box with the words. You can see it over there. And let's read the words together. Face, fingers, legs, arms, and shoulders. So you have to look at the picture. Find number 1, for example. What can you see here? Nose. So choose this word from the box and write in the sentence, this is my nose. Okay, now you can continue doing your homework. Let's check it next time. And now our lesson is over. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you next time, P2. Bye-bye.